Hello all, my name is Ajit Kumar, Assistant Professor Mechanical Department from Rogini College of Engineering and Technology. In this video we are going to discuss about the subject Principles of Management. The subject code is MG8591. So in this video we are going to see an important topic in Unit 2, that is decision making process. So first of all we want to know what is decision and what is decision making. Decision means choice made from available alternatives, and decision making means the process of identifying problems and opportunities and resolving them. So these are the 6 steps in decision making. That is, step 1 is recognize the need for a decision. Step 2 is generate alternatives. Step 3 is assess the alternatives. Step 4 is choose among the alternatives. Step 5 is implement the chosen alternative. Step 6 is learn from the feedback. So we are going to discuss about the decision making steps. The first step is recognize the need for a decision. Actually, decision making is a daily activity for any human being. There is no exception about that. When it comes to business organizations, decision making is a habit and a process as well. Effective and successful decisions make profit to the company, and unsuccessful ones makes losses. Therefore, corporate decision making process is the most critical process in any organization. In the decision making process, we choose one course of action from a few possible alternatives. In the process of decision making, we may use many tools, techniques, and perceptions. In addition, we may take our own private decisions or may prefer a collective decision. Usually, decision making is hard. Majority of corporate decisions involve some level of dissatisfaction or conflict with another party. Let's have a look at the decision making process in detail here. So decision making steps we want to discuss here. For the first step 1 is recognize need for a decision. Managers must first realize that a decision must be made. The problem is thoroughly analyzed. There are a couple of questions one should ask when it comes to identify the purpose of the decision. What exactly is the problem? Why the problem should be solved? Who are the affected parties of the problem? Does the problem have a deadline or a specific timeline, like that? A problem of an organization will have many stakeholders. In addition, there can be dozens of factors involved and affected by the problem. In the process of solving the problem, you will have to gather as much as information related to the factors and stakeholders involved in the problem. For the process of information gathering, tools such as check sheets can be effectively used. So the step 2 is generate alternatives. That means managers must develop feasible alternative courses of action. If good alternatives are missed, the resulting decision is poor. It is hard to develop creative alternatives, so managers need to look for new ideas. So the next one is the evaluate alternatives. That means what are the advantages and disadvantages of each alternative, and manager should specify criteria, then he or she want to evaluate. For this step, brainstorming to list down all the ideas is the best option. Before the idea generation step, it is vital to understand the causes of the problem and prioritization of causes. For this, you can make use of cause and effect diagrams and Pareto chart tool. Cause and effect diagram helps you to identify all possible causes of the problem, and Pareto chart helps you to prioritize and identify the causes with highest effect. Then you can move on generating all possible solutions for the problem in hand. Use your judgment principles and decision making criteria to evaluate each alternative. Experience and effectiveness of the judgment principles come into play. You need to compare each alternative for their positives and negatives. And step 4 is choose among alternatives. Once you go through all the decision making process, in addition, the selection of the best alternative is an informed decision, since you have already followed a methodology to derive and select the best alternative. So rank the various alternatives and make a decision. The step 5 is implement choose an alternative. That is, managers must now carry out the alternative. Convert the decision into a plan or a sequence of activities. Execute the plan by yourself or with the help of subordinates. That means the employees of the organization. Evaluate the outcome of your decision, see whether there is anything you should learn and then correct in future decision making. This is one of the best practices that will improve your decision making skills. And the step 6 is learn from feedback. That is, manager should consider what went right and wrong with the decision and learn from the future. Without feedback, managers do not learn from experience and will repeat the same mistake forever. When it's come to making decisions, one should always weigh the positive and negative business consequences and should favor the positive outcomes. This avoids the possible losses to the organization and keeps the company running with a sustained growth. Sometimes avoiding decision making seems easier, especially when you get into a lot of confrontation after making the tough decision, but making the decision and accepting its consequences is the only way to stay in control to a corporate life and time. So then the important part in the unit 2 is case study. That means which is the best cool drinks we want to select. So in this case study, first step 1 is identifying the problem. What is the problem? So I'm thirsty. That is the problem. So I'm in need of a water, or I'm in need of a cool drinks. I'm in need of a fresh juice. What I want to choose. That is the problem identification. So in step 2, the identification of decision criteria. That means in my mind the next thought will be what brand I want to drink, whether the cool drinks will be taste or not, what color I want to choose, a mango flavor or orange flavor, like that. We want to attractive package. We will love to have drink attractive packaged cool drinks, like that. Then some people will see the price. So these are the identification of decision criteria: brand, taste, color, package and price. And step 3 is allocation of weights of criteria. We want to give a mark for the criteria. That is, taste we want to give a mark 10. For brand we want to give a 9 mark maximum. Price we want to give a 8 mark. And packaging we want to give a 6 mark. And color we want to give a 4 mark. The step 4 is development of alternatives. That means different brand. That is Coca-Cola, Sprite, Pepsi, Fanta Orange, Lipton Iced Tea, Tipco Fruit Juice and Echitan Green Tea. And step 5 is analyzing alternatives. That means we want to put mark for each brand. That is Coca-Cola. For taste we want to give 10. For brand we will give 10. For price we will give 7. For packaging we will give 6. And for color we will give 7. For Sprite we will give 8. Brand 9. Price 8. Packaging 7. And color 6. For Pepsi we will give 9. Brand 10. Price 6. Packaging 8. And color 6. Thus we want to give different marks for each brand. And the next step 6 is selecting an alternative. That means we want to multiply the criteria into weight. So totally Coca-Cola, the taste 100, brand 90, price 56, packaging 36, color 28. So total is 310. Thus the highest rate mark we will get it for Tipco fruit juice. So finally the implementing the decision is we want to drink the Tipco. So this is the case study this is just an example to choose a cool drinks. And the step 8 is evaluating the decision's effectiveness. That means so Tipco is the selected brand to drink. So now we have a satisfied customers. So next case study is how to choose a education after +2, whether it is engineering or commerce or medical or arts. So the factors are marks, interest, economy, job opportunities, family background, number of years, 3, 4, 5 means for arts it is 3 years, for engineering it's 4 years, for medical with practice it is 5 years. For example, they are giving a story of 3 friends, that is Palani, Mani and Arun, studying in the same school. They are average students and let us take a decision on their future education. So first, this is the situation of a Palani. Palani likes adventure and sports, and he hails from a pure family. He had two elder brothers who works in their hometown. And next, this is the story of Mani. Mani's father and mother are teachers. They decide to make his son to acquire higher degree, and Mani is interested in vehicles and machines. Next is Arun. Arun hails from an average family. He is good in mathematics. He had a younger sister, and it is his responsibility to educate him. So, we want to take a decision through this. Take a decision on all three fronts by considering the factors and situations given above. So, you can just make a decision and you can answer me in this comment box. So, what decision you will take about the future of Mani, Arun, and Palani? So, the case study is the important process in decision making. And thank you so much for listening to this video.